Hello, I'm with Norbert Giese, Vice President of Offshore Development for REpower.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi Norbert, you've got sort of two of the the best-known sort of turbines, the 5M and the 6M, for in the offshore sector. What are you looking to promote here at RenewableUK?
Here in Manchester, we would like to show that we were able to install large turbines, means multi-megawatt turbines far offshore in deep water. What we have done in 2011 here in UK waters and in Ormonde, and what we are right now doing in the Belgium North Sea project Taunton Bank. And of course, we are looking for new orders beyond these projects for the future order pipeline.
And one of the things that was a bit of talk about here was from Michael Fallon, the Energy Secretary, was the need to reduce the cost of energy for offshore. I mean, what's your opinion on that? Because for some manufacturers might say, well, we need some order security before we can invest in reducing the cost of energy.
Of course, we can reduce the cost also with the existing project pipeline, because just to have learnings in this project execution. But in the end of the day, we need volume. And what we have seen right now in 2012 and until now in 2013 is a very, very low number of new orders all over Europe. It was only 228 megawatt in 2012, and it's only until now 288 megawatt in 2013. So we need, and the message from this event in Manchester should be to convince investors and owners and operators of offshore wind farms to invest in this technology. This creates volume, and with this volume we can bring down cost. This is what we promised to our politicians in UK and in Germany.
With regards to the UK, is there still any view on opening an assembly plant here, or would you be prepared to supply round-free projects from say Germany?
In the end, it's an open discussion. If we have enough orders here, we can do something in UK. This is also what we talked about with the politicians here in certain areas. But again, for the time being, we see until today low numbers of orders, and we need more orders for offshore wind. And this is necessary for going into the future.
Looking ahead, you have obviously the 6M, which is probably has one of the better service records for a next generation turbine. But your chief technical officer, Mehta Schubert, who's one of a very well-known figure in the industry who designed that turbine, has left. I mean, is there anything else in the pipeline for REpower in terms of? I mean, a lot of other companies are looking at next gen, turbines beyond the current 5 to 6 megawatt range.
We believe very deeply that the 6 megawatt platform will be the platform for this decade. And let's see what happened until the end of the decade, whether we have a new platform, a bigger platform or not. Again, the market will decide also this. But we believe we can improve our 6 megawatt or our 6.15 megawatt turbine again to make the turbine more efficient. So this is the existing turbine. We have now up and running more than 100 turbines of our 128 6-meter rotor diameter, and we will believe that in the next few years this will be the right turbine, and in the second half of this decade we will have a more efficient turbine, but still the turbine is a little bit behind the curtain.
And one final question. What offshore markets do you think in that next decade are going to be the big offshore markets for REpower?
We still believe that the big offshore markets are UK and Germany. First UK and second Germany. But then we see a battle. Then we see some smaller countries like Denmark, the Netherlands, and Belgium, and maybe Sweden. And then we see a battle in Europe. Who is first in the end of this decade? France or Poland? And then, of course, some markets abroad. But again, first they have to measure the wind, then they have maybe a business case, and then they can start with first turbines. So we don't expect large numbers in North America or in Asia in this decade. Maybe in the end of this decade, but not in the next years.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.